listening to 106.3 The Cruise.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to 106.3 The Cruise. Tonight we have a very special presentation for you. It's a tale of one young man's quest to find his way out of a strange and alien land. Full of mystery and intrigue, come join our young hero on the adventure of a lifetime in Trapped in Terrahypt.
I hope this thing works. I hope to God and to myself that this thing works. It's glowing. It's glowing. It's a good thing. I hope. This... I bet it's already recording. Okay. Hello to whoever gets this. I'm stuck in the middle of a desert. I don't know where I am, and I don't know how I got here. I don't know how long I've been out here either. These aren't my actual words. This thing is supposed to record my thoughts. I have no idea if it works, but I'm desperate now. I need to find some way to get home. I guess I should start from the beginning. It was an oddly nice day in late April at my high school, Jonathan R. High. Hot, sunny, good weather for a picnic. If you live nearby, you probably know the kind of day I'm talking about.
Andrew, pass me the ball.
You better get your ass over to the goal this time. Andrew,
Thanks, dude.
that's my name. That's my voice. Or at least, that was me about half a week ago before being stranded here for 3 days? 4 days? They've all been running together. It's been a while since I've had any water. My throat is dry now. I have no idea what I sound like anymore. I don't want to lose my voice. I don't want to lose myself.
Goal! That's the game! Tigers win! Andrew!
Hey, Perry! You made some good moves out there today, bro.
Man, not as good as yours were.
Your practice team always wins. That's because I'm on it. Ah, what the hell, Barry?
You're being a dickwad again.
I'm not being a dickwad, I'm just stating the facts. If I wasn't on the team would have lost. Who always loses? The team that doesn't have me.
Not last week.
To hell with last week, I had that shitty infection. Stopped my whole freaking game.
It makes you think you win all the other games.
My big head. God! You nasty, man! Damn it, Barry, I didn't mean it like that. When you start to pull your pants down and you say you got a big head, that's not what I meant, retard. I mean that I'm so confident that we'll win. It makes up for everyone else's lack of confidence and skill, giving us a smooth ride to victory. Man, you're a retard.
Hey, seriously, man, don't be using that word. My cousin's got mental disabilities.
Fine, you're a gay-tard then. I can't think back on this anymore. This is too painful for me. I really was a total jerk. Maybe it's better that I don't remember any of this. If I do survive, eventually I'll forget my past and I'll forget I was ever such a terrible person. No. I have to remember. I can't allow myself to forget. Even if I'm stuck here the rest of my life, I still want to remember. I need to remember. I can't... Alright. I'm ready.
Attention boys, this is urgent. Is Andrew Robinson here? Andrew Robinson? I need to see him immediately.
I'm here, but I'm naked. You sure you want to see me at this moment?
Andrew, please come into my office once you're dressed. There's something important I need to tell you. In private.
Perverted old man who wants to see me in private. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I won't be ass raped by Mr. Bigcock. Alright, Mr. Flintlock, what did you need me for?
Andrew, this is hard for me to tell you, but... Hold on for one moment, this may be important. You've reached the office of Edward Flintlock. Speaking. Yes? Yes. No, I haven't. Oh, really? Yes, he's in my office right now. I see. So it's for certain then? Alright, I'll tell him. Have you contacted his godparents yet? No, I haven't told him yet. Yes. No. Yes. Alright. Thank you for calling me. Yes. Goodbye. Andrew, your parents were in an accident an hour ago. We don't know all the details, but the car seems to have swerved out of control and crashed over into a tree on Gourd Lane. There was an explosion. The car was completely totaled. The police have been searching for an hour, but they can't find a trace of your parents. You realize what this means, don't you?
My parents are dead?
I'm sorry, Andrew. No teenager should have to go through this, but unfortunately, it does happen.
Oh, that's all you can say. That's all you can say. My parents are freaking dead, and all you can say is that you're sorry, but it happens.
Andrew, there's not much I can do to...
Screw this shit. You call me in here to tell me that my parents are dead, and then you just say, hey, it happens. Sorry, man, better luck next time.
Andrew, please be rational, Andrew. Where are you going?
Just leave me alone. Didn't know where I was going at the time, and to be honest, I really didn't care. I figured if I got lost around town or something, I'd just call Barry or Zach and crash at their place. Their families would understand. They'd let me lie low there for a couple of days, or weeks. Long enough for me to forget this whole thing ever happened. Maybe I should have stayed and listened to my principal. Maybe if I hadn't gotten so worked up, I'd be 2 towns over with my Aunt Velma and Uncle Marty. Warm, comfortable, inside of a house, not stranded in this freaking desert. But I didn't listen. I didn't stay. And it turned out to be the dumbest decision I'd ever make in my life. Because if I hadn't stormed down to my school, if I hadn't stormed down that sidewalk, I would have never found that little park. I don't think this thing displays images. I'm gonna have to describe it. It was a small, old-fashioned roadside park. No playground, no nature centers or hiking trails or anything fancy. Just a small, cleared area, 2 picnic tables, and a pair of pit toilets. A small brook ran through the center of the park. It looked like nobody had been there in years, except that the grass looked like it had been freshly cut. I'd never seen the place before, even though I passed it every day on the way to school. That was because the entrance was hidden by a row of tall bushes. I always thought that the bushes were privacy to some rich schmuck's fancy estate or something like that. But no, it's just a peaceful little public park. And I needed that at the moment. I needed a place to stop, and think, and relax. You know, up until now I've been beating myself up for stopping at that park. But now that I think about it, there's no frickin' way that anyone could have predicted what was gonna happen. So I decided to take a nap under a tree. Big frickin' whoop, anyone might have done that. I just wish someone, anyone, would have told me not to. Because if I didn't fall asleep there, I don't think I would have woken up here.
the hell? Where the hell am I?
I've never seen so much of nothing in my life. The air here is drier than anything I've ever felt. Every few minutes, huge bugs fly into my face. Couldn't see anything for miles except for endless sand and these huge, strange rock formations. They're big. They're at least 20 feet high and pointed at the tips. At first I thought I was having some sort of weird nightmare, but as the day dragged on and I didn't wake up, well, I guess there's no point in hoping it's a dream now. Then I thought that maybe I just somehow ended up in the Middle East or the Sahara or something. But there was just something strange about this desert. Something that seems, I don't know, unearthly. The air's a little too clean, the rock's a little too pointed, the locusts a little too big. Oh yeah, and then there was him. What the hell is that?
Kara sorantuaya aras chate? Aramute chakira swatejam kara awa shutena karustana.
Me no hablo español.
Kisno tirasnat para Terrahypt tukone.
I don't understand you, sir.
Ah! Women are snap damn thing just makes me get rather worthless. If I speak it out just a bit further. Finally! Cheap piece of junk always crapping out on me.
What the hell is that thing?
Oh, this is just your standard language translation of, oh, right. Yes, English. Very good language. Yep. Guess I better go a little slow. You can't tell if this will all go over his pretty little head. I'm just gonna
dude?
Ah! I almost forgot you were standing there. Well, good morning, my boy.
Whoa! Good morning. It looks like late afternoon.
Oh, no. The sun was turned on just a bit. Well, maybe it's more like noon-ish.
What the hell? What kind of watch is that?
Watch? Oh, I believe you are mistaken, my good sir. This is a highly sophisticated, yet mysteriously stylish telecommunication device. Oh dear. Oh my. Yes, I've said too much again. Now he knows too much. Would have to initiate. Yes. No, maybe he didn't catch it.
Mr. Whatever your name is, I am so confused right now. I don't know where I am, I don't know who you are. I've been traveling through this desert for a day and a half now, and I'm really thirsty.
Really thirsty? Now, who in their right mind would name their child really thirsty? Oh, I understand now. You haven't eaten or drinking. Ah, terribly sorry, my good chap. Wait a moment. I think I may have something that might help you.
I had no idea who this man was. He was wearing dark colors, black and green, and a wide-brimmed hat that looked like a cross between a sombrero and a fedora. What he was saying didn't make a whole lot of sense either. Not to mention that he rode in on something that looked like a cross between a steam train and a motorcycle. But I was glad to see at least another person out here.
And here we are! You can have all of this, my good sire. I brought a little too much milk anyway.
Oh, thanks!
Isn't that nourishing, young master? Cave-fed breast milk is very good for when you're lost in the desert and...
Breast milk? What the hell? Why are you carrying canteens of breast milk? And why'd you give that disgusting shit to me?
Well, you seem to be enjoying it a moment ago.
To hell with a moment ago. I had no idea this was friggin' breast milk.
Is that strange to you?
No shit, Sherlock. What kind of sick pervert are you? Ugh. Fucking gross.
You do not drink milk, then?
I drink cow's milk, not girl's milk.
Cow? What is cow? Oh. Oh. Yes, that's right. Human boy. Human girl. Appears male. Sounds male. No, I say, young one. Are you a male or a female?
What do you think, dipstick?
Male, then? Terribly sorry, my young fellow. I do not generally associate with Earth humans. What? So tell me, how did you come to Terrahypt, my boy?
What?
Terrahypt. Surely you know where
No, I don't know where I am. Look. Look. My parents died a few days ago.
Oh.
I got mad because the principal didn't really seem to care what happened. Said he probably did, and I was just pissed because my parents were dead. So I took a walk to clear my head, and I found this little park that was kind of hidden away. So I sat under one of the trees and I just slept. And then I woke up here. So I have no idea where I am. It sounded stupid, but I was talking to a wall-eyed guy who thought drinking breast milk was normal, and who talked through a microphone that translated his language into English. So I figured, maybe, just maybe, he would know something that would help me out.
Parents dead, you say?
Yes.
And you fell asleep and woke up in Madrick.
What?
Oh, she's gone. Oh, so sorry, my boy. Almost forgot you were still standing here again. Would you mind standing perfectly still for a moment? Don't blink now. This will only take a moment.
Wait, what are you going to... Ah! Don't shine that in my eyes!
Oh, but I thought you wanted to know why you were here.
I do.
Then you must stand perfectly still. Just for a few seconds. This won't take long. Well, I think I know exactly what happened now that you've explained it a little more.
So can you tell me what's going on? Because I'm still confused.
Ah, well, that might be a little... I'm not sure I'm the best one to tell you that, son. But what I can tell you is that... say, my boy, I don't believe I've gotten your name yet.
My name is, I wasn't sure if I wanted him knowing my name. He seemed like a nice guy. He seemed like he was willing to help. Something about him still seemed off. Marcus Neiman.
Marcus Neiman. What an odd but beautiful foreign name. Marcus Neiman, you are going to have a fantastic life ahead of you. Your parents are not dead. Oh no, they would not be so easily killed. But for now you seem to be struggling. Here, I'll tell you what I'll do. Ah, here we are. Take this, and this, and this, and maybe a few of these.
Wait. What is all of this stuff? Wait, is there more breast milk in these canteens? How am I gonna carry all of this?
These are provisions, and you'd better get used to the milk situation. And I was just about to give you a bag to carry your things in. And now, I will give you something very special.
He was holding what looked like a green and gray toy rock with 2 buttons on the side.
This is a tantor.
A what?
Hermano, fin a tantor. Ognak higlik bleu. Ah! Stupid cheap thing. Well, at least it's working again. Now, as I was saying, this is a thought rock. Do not be alarmed. It's not recording your thoughts right now, and it's not nearly as cheap as this translation microphone is. Never had one of these fail me. You just press here when you want to record whatever it is you're thinking, and you press it again when you want to stop recording as well. You push this button here when you want to play back. Do you understand?
I guess.
Splendid! Now, I would take you further along myself, but I'm afraid there's no room for you on my Thecada at the moment. Just head that way for the next few days. Make sure the sun is always behind you on your left, and you will get to the... well, you will see.
Okay.
Now, I must leave. I'm already going to be terribly late as it is, and you have slowed me down even more.
Wait, I don't even know your name.
Name? Ah, yes, name. Apologies. What you call me? Is it such a matter of importance to you that my name be known?
Huh?
Must you know my name?
Well, I gave you my name.
Indeed you did. Yes, indeed. Mr. Marcus Lee. Well, most people call me Bishop.
They call you what?
Goodbye, my young Marcus Neiman. Perhaps one day our trails will cross again.
So that's my story. And I know it doesn't make any sense. And I don't know if this Thought Rock's recorded everything. It looks like it's still on. I'm hoping that maybe Bishlebang was just a bit nutty in the head and that I'll meet some sort of town if I keep walking. I'm out of milk and food now. Accidentally finished it off too soon. If anything else happens, if I get somewhere where there's food and water, but no means of communication, I'll continue my recording then. Oh, is that... No way. No way! Alright, I think I can see some palm trees and some sort of animals at a water hole in the distance. Hopefully this is real and my brain just isn't fried. Gonna go check it out. Turning off my thought stone now. It is an oasis. Looks like I'll be able to live for at least a little while longer.
We'll be right back to Trapped in Terrahypt after these messages.
Warm summer days, watermelon on the porch with friends, baseball games in the park, the wagging tail of beloved pet. Some things just make you smile, and that's why at Pearson's Farms we dedicated to bringing you only the freshest products. Because when times are good, shouldn't your food be too? Pearson's Farms.
You know it's Pearson's Farms.
Yo, this message goes out to all of my dogs and shorties. This is Tanya Brent from station 105.9, delivering fresh beats with no commercials straight to you all night long, starting at 7 p.m. and going strong all night, every night. So tune in your radio to 105.9 Urban Beats and start chilling with a cool crowd, commercial free. And I'll see you there. Peace!
Urban Beats, fresh lifestyle.
Hey, what's the matter for you? You're hungry, yes? Come to Giuseppe's and sample our fabulous Italian food. We got all of the pasta, pizza, and the calzones that you can eat. And now we have a fabulous lunch for less menu with authentic Italian eats at just $4.99, including our award-winning Alfredo bowls, mushroom tortellini, and the succulent cheese underneath the ravioli. It tastes so good, you'll think your mama made it. Giuseppe's, real Italian. Real low prices.
You're listening to 106.3 The Cruise.
Welcome back to 106.3. You're listening to tonight's special presentation of Trapped in Terrahypt.
It's been 4 days since I left the oasis, but it feels like a lifetime away. Since then, well, guess I should start at the beginning again. I spent a full day resting at the oasis, eating until I was full, filling up all the canteens Bishlebang gave me with water, fitting as many fruits as I could into my bag. I threw off my clothes and soaked in the water several times, just to be rid of the desert heat. I also found out about this time that I believe was in an alien world, because the creatures gathered around the water were unlike anything I had ever heard of. They were tall, maybe about a foot taller than I was, and they appeared to be some sort of bizarre cross between a human, an insect, and a kangaroo. Balanced precariously on the tips of their feet, knees bent forward, they gracefully hopped around, both the antennae on their foreheads and the long ears on the sides of their head twitching, reacting to every small sound. They stood upright, and their forefingers' hands looked almost human, but not quite. I stood far away from these strange creatures for a few minutes, watching carefully and hoping they'd move on. As the sun continued to beat down on me, I realized I'd have to get a drink of water sooner or I'd faint. So I took a deep breath, and I began slowly walking towards the colony of creatures. And to my surprise, they didn't seem afraid. From a distance, they appeared very alien, and I thought they would attack me the moment I stepped near them. But they seemed a lot smarter up close. Maybe not as intelligent as a human, but smart enough to realize that I wasn't going to hurt them. And their eyes, these big, green eyes. I've never seen anything look at me like that. Eventually, they did move on, walking in their own strange way away from the oasis, until the colony of whatever they were faded into the distance, and I had the entire oasis for myself the rest of the day. Just seeing some other form of life in this desert, besides me and the bugs, filled me with some hope that maybe, just maybe, there'd be some sort of civilization in the direction that Bishlebang had pointed me in. And a few days later, I found it. The desert finally ended, turning into a large, grassy, hilly field. Trees were scattered all around, and I could see small ponds and rivers just a short distance away. I'd never been so happy to see the color green. Then I noticed something that made me even happier. From far away, I could see small puffs of smoke rising out of a forest, puffs of smoke that I knew could only come from small fires. People! My energy was renewed. I headed towards the forest, hoping that the faster I moved, the faster I would reach civilization. That's when I saw her. I wasn't sure what she was. She looked like a really pregnant woman, only she was covered in thick, gray fur, and with long, curved ears twice the length of her head. She was completely naked, and she appeared to be searching desperately for something. I stared in fascination at this creature. Her large, bright teal eyes seemed full of worry. And then she noticed me. Hey! Whoa! Let me go! Hello there, miss. Could you maybe, take me to the, over there, please? Alright, that's close enough. You can stop hugging me now. What is it you want from me? She kept pushing me into her bare bosom, as if there was something she was trying to do other than give me a hug. Then I realized what she was doing. The way she was holding me was exactly the way a human mother would hold her baby. Oh no. There is a mistake. I am not your baby! She just didn't seem to understand. She just continually kept pressing me against her chest, making pitiful noises when I pushed away from her. There was something about this being that made me feel a strange longing inside. She just smelled so good. Earthy and sweet. And before I knew what I was doing, I'd latched on.
You look so different now.
You talk!
Shh. Drink.
But how? I don't
Drink.
I couldn't control myself now. For what reason, I don't know. But I obediently pressed my lips against her breast and began nursing again.
You've been away for so long. It's going to take a while for you to catch up to your missing nutrients. But I'm so glad you're back.
Back from what? You're confused. I'm not...
You'll see.
She had that smile. That smile that told me she knew much more about this situation than I did. And I could feel her milk coursing through me now, headed down my throat and into my stomach, warming up my very insides.
Don't be afraid.
I'm not afraid, I'm just...
Relax.
My stomach began to feel weird, kind of like a numb pain, only it was less unpleasant than that. And I looked down at my stomach and I realized it was growing. No, not growing, that's the wrong word for it. It was more like ballooning out. What?
Shh! Don't squirm. It will be over soon.
The sensation had spread through my body now, changing into a warm, tingly feeling. The being silently, gently undid my belt and removed my sweat-stained soccer-y shirt. My heart was already pounding, but it began beating even more wildly as I saw what was going on. Thick, soft, pale hair had begun to grow out of every pore, hair that matched the color of the fur of the being that was holding me. I could feel bizarre sensations inside my body, too, particularly my stomach, as if my bones and organs were rearranging themselves into a different structure. And as I looked down, I could see that my body was changing drastically. My hips became wider, my legs had become slightly animal-like in the way that they bent, my fingers and toenails growing long and sharp. My chest became less masculine, more feminine, softer, rounder, larger. Then I felt a warm, tingly sensation in the center of my newly formed breasts. No, deeper than that. It seemed to come from my very center.
Don't cry.
A few moments later, and the strange sensations had completely passed. The being beamed at me and gently placed me down on the ground.
Well, do you understand now?
What the hell is this?
Silly girl. You're a civilian. You're one of us.
What? How?
15 years ago, Terrahypt was a dangerous place to be. But the time, the planet of darkness decided it would be entertaining to wreak havoc on Terrahypt for a while. People stronger than I fell at that time. You were an infant. I remember running through clouds of debris, escaping areas under attack, moments before they were completely destroyed. It was at one of those times that I knew I was going to have to send you away. Send you someplace where it would be safe until the chaos was over. But luckily, I knew someone skilled in magicology. Through her efforts, I was able to send you to Earth in the body of a human baby. Two Rajutan Turkans, both friends I'd known since my childhood, were transformed into a human male and female to pose as your parents and look after you until it was safe for you to return.
My parents.
Yes, your adoptive parents.
Are they still alive?
The voice coming out of my mouth was not mine. It felt strange to speak in it.
Well, they are not alive in the way that you mean, but yes, they are very much still around.
It should have been an enormous weight off my shoulders to learn that my parents had died in a terrible accident, but it wasn't. Something was still bothering me.
My whole life was a lie.
No, it's not as bad as you think. Only a small portion of your childhood was lost. We Syrthilians live for much, much longer than Earth's humans do. Please do not hate me. I only did what I thought I needed to protect you. When you are older and become a mother yourself, you will understand.
It was a lot to think about. On one hand, I'd lived my entire life thinking I was a human boy, and hoping that I'd get decent grades in school, dreaming of becoming a soccer star, thinking maybe one day I'd settle down with a wife when I was older. Now, well, I didn't know what to think. Syrthilians, Turkins, Dutvatad. The things my biological mother had said to me were making my head spin. And yet, as I looked up into this being, my natural mother's eyes, I could see how much she'd missed me. I could tell how painful it was for her to let me go the first time, and how painful it would be for her if I insisted upon going back. So in the end, I decided to stay. Living as a Syrthilian is going to take some getting used to, especially my fur and my new feminine figure. And my thoughts still have my old voice, though it'll probably fade through time. I'm sending this rock back to Earth anyway. I can't be the only Terrahypt being that was unknowingly sent to Earth, and I hope that maybe, just maybe, the records of my thoughts will get to someone like that. Someone who needs to be prepared for the kinds of things that may happen. So, if your parents ever die and mysteriously disappear, or if something else happens that seems just a little bit too strange, be prepared. There could be a reason for it. A reason something bigger, much bigger, than you could ever imagine. This is Elitha the Syrthilian, signing off.